What's going on to you, Libras? You have the Judgment, the Lovers, King of Pentacles, the Moon, Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, the Magician, Four of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here for a lot of you Libras is a lot of you Libras happen to be in a situation right now where the Judgment and the Lovers is about somebody who is a little bit too judgmental to you. You know, they wanted a little bit too much, too soon. You know, maybe they wanted to get married to you very quickly. You know, you just now started to get to know them. Now, all of a sudden, they wanted to get married to you. They wanted to nip this in the bud, be in a relationship very quickly. And you Libras was like, wait, hold on. We need to slow down. The King of Pentacles is, again, you wanted to at least date them first. You know, you wanted to have them see you as responsible, right? Just kind of see you in different perspectives. Your responsibility, how spiritual you are, right? Your profession, your health, right? That you're good with your family, your living space, you know, those different attributes of yourself. You wanted to take the time to allow this relationship between yourself and them to mature. And they was just coming in a little bit too quickly. The Moon and the Five of Pentacles is about, so, you know, they just kept, unfortunately, they may have pushed the issue a little bit too far and you had to leave. So you essentially ghosted them. And you essentially ghosted them because the Moon is not just about staying quiet and self-reflection. The Moon also can represent ghosting, you know, just kind of when you're speaking to somebody, right? And then you don't want to speak to them anymore. You're like, all right, I'm not going to rock with them anymore. And you basically exit their life without any kind of warning, just bounce. So the Five of Pentacles represents that walking away anyway. So the Moon is the major arcana of ghosting, and the Five of Pentacles is just to paint that much of a picture of how you didn't want to hang out with them anymore and you stopped talking to them. So, hold on, let me turn this off. So, the Five of Cups now represents, the Five of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles now represent, so as a result, this is about how, this person is regretful of this. You know, well, actually, both of you are regretful of this. The both of you wishes that you could have made this relationship work out. But like I said before, this relationship wasn't necessarily going to be a relationship that lasted very long because you Libras wanted to take things a little bit slower compared to them. Because again, they wanted to move too quickly. They were coming in hot. They wanted to immediately hang out with you, get married, or if not married, be in a relationship with you immediately. And a lot of you Libras like, wait, hold on, no, we need to slow things down. You still gotta, you're skipping over a lot. You still gotta meet my family. You still gotta make sure that my family even likes you. The Ten of Pentacles and the Magician, right? The Ten of Pentacles and the Magician is about the two of you could have been a very good relationship. It could have been a very good relationship, a power couple, you know. And what I mean when I say a power couple, I mean a couple where the two of you know each other. And the Magician is about how you Libras just now take responsibility for that. I mean, as long as you Libras take responsibility for some of the things that you did, right? And you don't necessarily blame yourself for everything. Because let's face it, sometimes blame does need to be put on the other person, right? Like we need to Like, we need to really kind of put into context that we can't really blame ourselves for absolutely everything. If it rains, can we really put that much of a blame on ourselves? The answer is no, right? Because as long as it is that you do the best that you can and you're sincere and you lead with that sincerity, you should be good. But the thing is that the magician represents, so as a result, right, the magician is about, like I said, taking that responsibility. So you may need to worry, you may need to think about what was their fault, what was your own fault, right? Because the magician may represent, you're putting just a little bit too much of an emphasis on what you did without realizing that this person shouldn't have been so fast. They should have been willing to allow the two of you to grow together, right, from years, instead of just jumping to conclusions immediately. The Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles is about, but you now know better. And when you go to speak to other people, you will, that's one more thing to take heed to, is if the person is a little bit too fast when it comes to trying to get themselves in a relationship with you too fast, then you know that that's something that you have to watch out for. And it is. A person can say a lot of things. A person can say they want to build a family with you and all that other type of stuff. That's cool. But they have to, it takes time. Okay? Because, I've said that to a couple of people that I've dated in the past. And excuse me, and I meant it, but I was still willing to take the time and do the work to show them over the course of time just how serious I was, or I am, or I was, with them. But if they looked at it like I was being pushy, which they didn't, they just wanted to play games. But understand, though, you shouldn't have taken that too personally, right? Because if they were willing to put in the work, of course, actually going down to the courthouse or getting married immediately without knowing the person is not the best thing for you to do. Obviously, you want to take the time to get to know the person, of course. But at the same time, I mean, as long as they're building up to it, and as long as they're putting their words with their actions and they're pairing them up and they seem to match, or they are matching, then that means that it's a pretty good sign. All that's left is just time and adversity. How much happiness, adversity, and time and effort is put in really to the relationship, right? Because a lot of people really get scared off by just the things that people say. Because like I said before, Libra, a lot of people are not really built to be in a relationship like that. Most people are lying, truth be told. They're and really, not only are they lying to other people, but even more so, they're really lying to themselves. Because most people shouldn't be in relationships. Most people don't even really want to be in a relationship like that, the way that they say that they do. They do want to be in a relationship, but they're not willing to do anything to actually put themselves in a position, to be in a functional relationship. So the Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles is, again, just make sure that the relationship is functional between the two of you. That the relationship is backed up with words and actions together that match. Okay, so let's clarify some cards for you, Libras. Let's clarify some cards for you, Libra. So let's clarify the Lovers. Did this person even really care about you? The King of Cups, Page of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Yeah, they cared about you. The King of Cups, the Page of Wands, yes, they did. They cared about you legitimately. The Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups is just that you made them want to take risks, right? Did you actually make them? No, but they wanted to take risks with you because they liked you, you know, and they didn't want to waste any kind of time, wasting their own time and wasting your time, not letting you know that they do find you important, and you know they see a future with you if you play your cards right. So the Knight of Pentacles, right, which was a very good sign, but like I said, maybe they were a little bit too fast for you. So what does the overall premise of this reading means? It means it ultimately means to find your own pace, right? I told y'all there's a lot of dynamics to relationships, but find your own pace. Find your own pace. What you want to do is you want to make sure that however the relationship is going, even though it's going well, you want to be able to make sure that you are still able to communicate with this person, because this person isn't coming on too thick, right? So let's clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, the Moon. Right, the relationship between the two of you could have been a good one, could have been a strong one. But one of you, right, the other, let's be more specific, the other person just didn't want to take a chance on them losing you, and you wanted to slow things down just so that they can make a decision, about a strong decision just like this later, right? Because you don't want somebody making a strong decision and then later on it's like, oh, maybe I have buyer's remorse. Maybe I shouldn't have made that strong decision like that. You don't want that. So the Eight of Pentacles and the Moon represents, like I said, you wanted to build into this relationship, but you ultimately realized that you had to leave because they just wouldn't slow down enough for you. So at this point, you Libras have to figure out for yourselves, right? To kind of help you out, because I'm trying to help you. You Libras have to figure out how fast is too fast, how slow is too slow. Let's be more specific. If you don't want someone to come in and tell you immediately that they want to do this, okay? Let them know that from up front, and let them know that you want to build with them. You don't want them to make such a strong decision immediately. You want them to actually see what they're getting, right? And that can only be accomplished with time, effort, words, and actions. Time, effort, words, and actions. They can't half it. It takes a coursive amount of time. They have to be communicative, right? And they have to actually take action. They have to do something, because talk is cheap if there's no action. So let's clarify the Four of Pentacles for future tense now. So what I'm seeing here is a lot of life lessons, right? A lot of life lessons. My mom's in there cleaning and stuff, but a lot of life lessons. So you have the Five of Swords, Three of Cups, King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. The Five of Swords is about how do I say this right? The Five of Swords and the Three of Cups is about understanding that if you were to go back to that person, the person would be upset because they really liked you. and they looked at it like, because you didn't accept the offer, then, then the relationship is pretty much done. But the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands is about you Libras being above all of that, because you're supposed to be okay with that. The two of you didn't work out, right? This not so distant person that you were trying to get to know from the past, they were coming on a little bit too strong. You ghosted them because of the fact that you tried to tell them once or twice to slow down. They didn't want to listen to you. They jumped to conclusions with you. So a lot of you Libras had to leave them alone, right? The King of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands represent. So this is now for future tense. This is about how, you're a lot of you Libras are not going to allow people to kind of peer pressure you, so to speak, or kind of make an offer that you can't refuse. You Libras, right? You Libras want to make sure that you know what it is that you're getting as you're getting to know these people. And that's understandable. That's understandable. I would definitely not hang out with somebody who told me that they were going to get a wedding dress. Now, they can tell me things like they want me to be around. I don't have a problem with that. But if a person was telling me, I'm going to go get a wedding dress, alarm bells are ringing off, That's way too fast. So I definitely understand it from your perspective. But that's it. That's the reading. If you found value within this reading, then it means it's time for you to come get a personal reading from me. There's a link in the comment section called a link tree. Click on it. It'll redirect you to a website in which it has all my social media outlets and ways in which you can support me, from my Instagram page, books that I have that are on Amazon, clothing store, private tarot readings, and my email address. If you need any kind of help setting up a private tarot reading or birth chart reading, then feel free to contact me at Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com. Currently, I'm on the road to 10,000 subscribers. That's one of my goals. I just, I want to see if it's possible for me. Right now, we're coming up on 5,500 subscribers. I just want to say thank you to all of my Libras, okay? Thank you to all the zodiac signs that are watching this. If you're cross-watching, if you are a Libra yourself, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, and set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop these videos.